on you. You ain't gotta touch my own feet. That's good. That's good. Boy, I'm about my stuff. All my niggas monkeys, we gorillas. All my niggas clutching, we some.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to What's Really Good. My name is Donovan. This is Kiera. This is my shy teammate Jemiah. That's my cup of sugar. And today we will be talking about self-respect, especially throughout college. For you incoming freshmen, and regardless of if you're coming to Tuskegee, she really just whipped her head hard, like really hard. But regardless of if you're coming to Tuskegee or you're just going to any other school, or just throughout your life, you want to make sure that you maintain the same respect for yourself that your mom raised you with, or that you acquired yourself. Don't let anybody hinder your self-respect or change it, anything like that. Just make sure that you are strong in who you are and that you continue. Does that make sense? Continue to flourish through your respect. But I'm just gonna. That makes sense, right? Okay, so she's a little slow, so I saw her your facial expressions, and I wanted to make sure that she got it because there are some of y'all out there that are like her. But anyway, let's start with you. What do you think self-respect is?
Self-respect.
Can you speak louder for the audience, for the people in the back? Oh,
self-respect is like pretty much. Well, you raised up with, like, a set of morals and, like, how you feel like you should go about things. And it's really what Dono said, like, you should just, like, stick to that and don't let anybody, like... I feel like when you don't have self-respect for yourself, it really has something to do with how you... I can't say.
Insecurities,
yes.
So, yesterday at Bible Talk, we were talking about... Temptation. And I just feel like as an incoming freshman, you are going to be tempted by a lot of different things. And some stuff you're going to be tempted by that you know for a fact you would never have done if you were at home or just younger. What are you doing?
I'm about to get down. But...
Anyway, you're going to be tempted by a lot of things that you know aren't right, or some things that you've never tried. You know, just there are countless amounts of things that you can be tempted by at school. But you have to be strong in yourself to know that you have to walk away from certain things. And even things that you know how you're going to react to them, or like you've experienced before and you just know they're not good for you. You have to be strong enough to know, like, okay, I have to walk away from this. So, Jemiah, what are some things that you've been tempted by since you've been at Tuskegee? Excuse my desk.
Things I've been tempted by, I guess. It's definitely been waking up for my 8 o'clock classes. That is hard as heck. I want to stay in my bed so much. But you know, knowing my coach, you can't be missing those 8 o'clock classes.
I was blessed to not have any 8 o'clock classes. So.
She was blessed to have a blessed schedule, okay?
Listen. You know, it's a blessing. Yeah? It's regular. But the number one thing that I kept hearing last night at Bible Talk was that, you know, you say, okay, well, this one time won't hurt me. But if you say, okay, so for instance, her 8 o'clock class, and she says, oh, I ain't gonna go today. One time,
which I never do.
She always goes. But I'm saying, if you're like, oh, I'm not gonna go today, it's not gonna hurt. And then the next time you do it, you're like, oh, this one time isn't gonna hurt. The guy last night, he was just saying, basically, you have to watch your habits because they become. Your habits become.
You started that off.
Oh no! What is it?
It was your something becomes your something, then your something becomes your something, then your something becomes your habit.
Right, okay, but basically what it was trying to say is that if you start something and you say, oh, it's just going to be one time, and you continue to do it and make that excuse for it to be only one time, it's going to become a habit. The habit is going to become your character. Your character is going to become your destiny, and you cannot cheat your destiny. Your destiny is your destiny. It's who you're bound to be. So you want to make sure that you are strong in your character at all times, because you never know who is watching. And I think my mom has done a very good job of teaching me that your character is something that you cannot get away from. You can take a lot of things from a person. A person can lose a lot of stuff, but you cannot lose your character. And you just got to make sure that you shape that character and you hold on tight, especially throughout college, because other than 8 a.m.s, there are going to be things like parties, there's going to be alcohol, there are going to be drugs, there are going to be all these different types of things that you know that you don't have to get into. Males, ladies. That was God. No, that was, I don't know what that was. But there are going to be all types of things that are going to tempt you here. You just had sugar. If you know that you don't need to be eating sugar, let's make an analogy. We gonna say this sugar is temptation, all right? We got some good old water. Give me that water bottle. It's just a little bit of water left. Okay, so you don't really like drinking water, but you know you're supposed to. And you think, let's just add some sugar to this water. I'll just do it one time, you know, it's going to make me drink. It's still water. This makes sense, though. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so the sugar is temptation, and the water is what you're supposed to do. That makes sense? Okay, and you want to just say, oh, I'll just do it one time, or I'll add a little sugar to my water. So you add the sugar, and then you get hooked to it. And so you continuously, or you find yourself, keep putting the sugar in the water, just keep putting the sugar in the water, and finally, you got Kool-Aid. You just like,
what? Water?
No, or sugar water?
You just have more sugar.
You got sugar water, and it's no longer. You see how this water moves? It's just syrup. You just got.
We're using the word pure.
The water is pure right now. But if you continue to add sugar to the water, then you're going to ruin it. It's going to become syrup, and it's no longer good for you, and you are no longer the person that you thought you were because of that, oh, I'll just try it one time, or oh, I'll just do it one time. And I know I was really goofy with this analogy, but I really, really, really like where I went with this, so take that and get the message out of it. Thanks to Maya. Clap, clap, Maya. It is Fried Chicken Wednesday here in Tuskegee, and I missed it, and then I had to go, beg the calf workers to give me some chicken, but they gave me some. But anyway, just one last thing about self-respect. It has a lot to do with how you feel about yourself inwardly. And I feel like, is that the right word to say? Inwardly? I don't like that. On the inside. So I feel like, even if you're an insecure person, because I know I have my insecurities, like, me personally. Ooh, let's do that. We're going to share our insecurities real fast. Me personally, I know I got some ugly feet. You're never going to see me walking around without some type of, some socks, I wear Uggs in 80-degree weather. I do not care. You're not going to see my feet. But, you know, I think that a lot about me is, in finding yourself, is that you have to step out of your comfort zone. So last Wednesday, I put on some sandals, and I made sure I put on some oil and some lotion.
She hid them, though.
She made them.
I hid them nonetheless, but the principle of it was that I had them on. I had the sandals on. And people were giving me compliments, and they weren't even looking at my feet. Well, my teammates, of course, was looking at my feet.
She came straight to the table and said, don't look at my feet. So what does everybody do? Look at her feet.
But the point is, you have to, love yourself. And I know I'm cute. You don't have to tell me, because I know. And, you know, everybody has their flaws, but you have to love yourself, flaws and all. And I do, like Young Thug said, flaws and all, coolin' with my dogs. No? Yeah, you like that? She was about to hear it. She didn't hate it back there. But you have to love yourself, flaws and all. And once you establish that love for yourself, I feel like your respect will come in too. So, what do you have to say about it? Your last words about it. Remember this water.
Am I supposed to be sharing my insecurities?
You can share your insecurity and then say how you feel like it'll better yourself, or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So what can you do with that insecurity to?
Well, one of my insecurities, obviously, since I wasn't on the camera at first, and now the camera's fully on me, I don't like watching myself on video. So, because I don't like my voice, and
but she talk a lot.
I don't actually. And like most girls, you don't think you're pretty enough, you know?
Kiera, what is a insecurity?
I'm very confident. No. One of my insecurities. I just try to laugh to keep from crying, you know. So I don't really have none.
This is not a Tyler Perry movie. It's not what we was turning this into. Well, all I was trying to do with this is that everybody has their own insecurities about themselves. You could be the most beautiful person in the world. Beyonce has some type of
If you think you
insecurity.
look like Beyonce, you're gonna be Beyonce. You feel me?
Or Kelly Rowland. Kelly
Kelly
Rowland is bad.
Exactly.
Lil' Kim.
Okay.
No shade. They're all beautiful people. Anyway, where I'm going with this is that I challenge you all to do something that you normally wouldn't do that is right. Don't go out there and do. I'm not telling you to go out there and do something bad, but resist, temptation, of course. But for this week, I just want you guys to go out and do something. Like, I put on sandals. And I'll probably never wear them again. But granted, I put the sandals on. So that is my challenge to you, to do something that you know that you wouldn't normally do because you are insecure about it. And you'll be surprised by, really, in the middle of a video? I'm trying to be inspirational here. All I'm saying is that you'll be surprised how easy it is once you get over it, you know? Okay, so as always, be blessed, be a blessing. And accept my challenge. And you can actually tag me in it if you accept it. And my Instagram is @JustDono, JustDono_. Twitter is @DonovanLene, DONOVANLENEE. So tag me in it. Let me know what your flaw is. And then let me know what you did to counteract it. So, great video.
Hey.
Birds on my timeline, call it 12. I'm in the club, by the way, my niggas. All love, right?